the chat. What's up? What's going on? Just glad to say that you're here. Nobody's in chat. Talking to myself. It don't matter. People will hopefully file in soon. Am I connected to the Wi-Fi? I am. Whoopsie daisies. There we go. Is that better? Yeah. Okay, we are back. What up? What's going on, chat moderator? Fuck. This is gonna be a very interesting live. What's up, Logan? Welcome back to the chat. Sheesh, do I have some news for y'all? Okay, first of all, how's it going? Welcome back. Whose ass are you gonna kick in WWE? All y'all's. All them bitches. Yo, I was in Walmart today, and I was going down the toy aisle, naturally, as a 22-year-old does. But as I was going down the toy aisle, I was looking at all the WWE figurines. Yo, them bitches look buff as hell, and they look hot as fuck on the cover. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have my own little toy figurine, you know? It's cool. So how was your weekend? Shit, dog. Okay, what did it say? Wednesday? It's been a minute. And I hope that goes to show how fucking absurd my whole, weekend / was this, half a week? Let's jump into it. But first. You know how I'm a fucking Dr. Pepper fiend, right? I drink 2 Dr. Peppers a day, and I got a serious problem. And if I'm training to be in the WWE, I can't be drinking 24 packs of Dr. Pepper every week. You know what I mean? So, shit. This week, I'm gonna be trying out different Dr. Pepper, healthy Dr. Peppers. Dear God. It's gonna suck. But here's the thing. I need to be less dependent on it. You know? It was like I couldn't eat a fucking meal without Dr. Pepper. I couldn't wake up in the morning without Dr. Pepper. I was so dependent on it. And here's the thing. Yesterday, during part of my training, I'm gonna open this. Has ashwagandha? I'll get into it in a minute, but let me tell the story first. I ran 4 miles yesterday. Believe it or not, I did. I ran 4 miles. I ran 2 miles that way to Dixon Street and 2 miles back. You know what the first thing I did when I got back to the house was? I chugged a Dr. Pepper and I felt like shit. Well, I didn't feel physically bad. It just made me feel emotionally bad because I'm imagine how many calories I just ran off and how many I just replaced that with. You know what I mean? And the high fructose corn syrup, all the caffeine and everything, I was just I feel like it all adds up. And if I'm trying to be healthier, whatever, I guess cutting back on Dr. Pepper is gonna have to be one of those things that I'm just gonna have to sacrifice. I'm just gonna have to do it because of how dependent I was on it. And like I said, 24 packs of Dr. Pepper every fucking week or so, ridiculous. I can't do that to myself anymore. Okay, so this one was the first one I'm gonna try. It's not bad at all. Does it taste like Dr. Pepper? I see it's like hinting towards Dr. Pepper. It's like almost like I want to say knockoff brand because this is actually much better than like Dr. Topper or Dr. Thunder. You know what I mean? It's better than that. I gotta give it that. The ingredients L-theanine, L-theanine, I guess is what is replacing the caffeine in it, and then it also has ashwagandha. So the only thing I know about ashwagandha is that it's like a feel good effect. I don't know. It's supposed to like boost your libido or some shit. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I was very intrigued when I found this because it's labeled as Dr. Perfy. So I went out all over town seeking out all these Dr. Pepper alternatives. But yeah, this one's blueberry, blackberry, and pear. It says it's made with real fruit juices. Let's see. Tamarind? Ew. Pear. Shout out to all the pears. Blueberry and blackberry, sea salt, stevia, monk fruit, L-theanine, and ashwagandha. Okay, so is this ever gonna replace Dr. Pepper? Not at all. No. This is just my chance to like take a break. Okay, take a sec to be like, you know what? Let's not fly through a whole 24 pack of Dr. Pepper in a week. So this is my first step, just trying to be a little bit more health conscious, I guess, especially if I'm going to be working towards this, you know. I really gotta take a step back and really look at things from a new perspective. And with that, I also have other news. Not just taking a break from Dr. Pepper. Yep, you guys are already mentioning it in chat. I have another announcement. I'm officially taking a tolerance break from smoking weed. I can't believe I'd ever say that in my life. Believe it or not, as of today, as of right now, I am 3 days sober. What? I've never. I what? It doesn't like I can't even fathom that in my head. It doesn't make sense. Tomorrow night I'm gonna clean my bong, and it's gonna be difficult. You know, like holding it, looking at it. I don't want to. I don't know. I had to put it away in my cabinet and just not think about it. Put it out of sight, out of mind type shit. You know. No! I always get mixed reactions. So far, I've heard, congratulations, I'm really proud of you. Oh my god, why did you do that? And like, that's gonna be the hardest thing you're ever gonna have to go through. Mixed reactions anytime I tell people, but here's the thing. Here's why I'm taking a tolerance break. Not only am I trying to be, you know, more conscious about, you know, like my overall health in general, which I'm not saying is unhealthy whatsoever. I'm just saying, if you've seen my running vlogs, or at least my last one that I did, I had my vape the whole time, and I was like trying to run and hit my vape at the same time, and it just kind of seemed like oxymoronic. I don't know. My lungs, I can't really tell a difference. I mean, it's only been 3 days. Like I said, I'm only 3 days sober so far. But yeah, not only just like my overall like lung health, because y'all know how much I be ripping the bong, hitting blunts, all that shit. Y'all see how much I smoke, and that's just on camera. That is literally just what I show you guys, and that's not even including, like I said, off camera. Quite literally, it was like the moment I woke up and opened my eyes, I was like cracking a Dr. Pepper and hit the bong. Um, and okay, I'm getting ahead of myself, but yeah, that I just realized that I was prioritizing hitting the bong, smoking weed, and drinking Dr. Pepper over other things in my life that are also important to me. And okay, here's the thing. I'm not quitting. I need to clarify, I am not quitting. We are coming back. This is, like I said, a break from drinking so much Dr. Pepper just so I can prove to myself I don't need to be as dependent. Like I said, anytime I ate a meal, that was the first thing my brain would think of is like, oh, we gotta crack open a Dr. Pepper. Oh, we gotta get hungrier. Let's go hit the bong. Um, I'm not saying that's like a bad thing. I don't know. I don't want to say that like, oh, I'm quitting because it's bad. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it was so much of a priority in my life that I was putting so much time and effort and money into those specific things in my life, and it just felt like they were, I don't want to say like consuming me, but like I said, I would go out of my way and inconvenience myself for Dr. Pepper or do so much illegal shit just to go get weed. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're just giving my body time to like reset. I just need to chill the fuck out and I don't know, like I don't want to say learn new habits, but I've had more time to do things. Like I've been spending more time with my dog, going outside more, working out more. I don't want to say I'm like losing more weight from not drinking as much Dr. Pepper, but I can definitely tell like my overall energy throughout the day is a lot different. I feel like I was like giving myself so much like caffeine crashes. I don't even know how much caffeine is in Dr. Pepper, but like 2 a day. And sometimes I would drink the tall boys too. Like a whole like 20-ounce can of Dr. Pepper. Like it was no big deal. So first step of that. Fuck, dude. It's good to let the brain replenish serotonin once in a while. Yeah, you're right. Um, as far as like mental clarity goes, oh, someone said vapes aren't good. I've smoked pot for 16 years, no problem. Oh, someone said they were gonna unsubscribe because I quit smoking. I'm not quitting. I'm literally just taking a tolerance break. Chill. And that's not the whole point of my channel, too. Sorry, I just read a comment. Someone deleted it before I could finish reading the whole comment, but basically they said that they were unsubscribing from my channel because the whole point of my channel was like smoking based, and it's not. That's that's the whole thing. It's like okay, so many people are like, "Oh, I don't mind stoners, but I just hate when they make it their whole personality." And I want to say it was my whole personality, but everywhere I was, there was also smoke, and I feel like people started to forget how cool I was when I'm sober too. Like, I feel like people started defining me by weed, and I want to say I don't want to be looked at that way. Like, I don't care, because, it was a big part of my life, and like I said, it still is. So, I just want to prove to y'all that I'm just as cool, just as sick, just as fly, sober as when I'm smoking. So, yeah, there's a whole lot to me than just smoking weed. I mean, I did a whole ass hiking vlog and I only smoked one joint in the whole video. The whole video had nothing to do with me smoking that joint. It had everything to do with me climbing a mountain, going in the woods, climbing in caves. You know what I mean? I dance. I do so much other shit than just smoke. Like I said, it's just part of my life, but it's not the defining point. And as far as like my intro goes, because I was thinking about that too, I was like, dog. I literally just made that intro and the whole like me hitting the bong and everything, and me there's me drinking Dr. Pepper in the front. But like I said, this is just temporary. This is just okay. I haven't set a date on how long I want to take a tolerance break for. I pretty much just said until I get my shit together. Like I said, I just realized that I was prioritizing it over other things and I was neglecting other parts of my life, and I really let all that shit go and until it developed into some sort of disaster. And once I get that shit figured out, and I'm finally back to a point in my life where I finally feel like comfortable, because I had so much existential dread. Like every day I woke up thinking, I fucking hate life. I'm not gonna lie, like straight up, it got to the point where I was like, what am I even doing? I don't even know what's going on. It seems like everything is like crumbling around me. Everything is so chaotic, and I was just like, maybe if I took a step back, looking at this from a new perspective, clear mind, clear conscience, I can address these issues, and then once this shit gets back together, then we're going back. Like I said, the same thing with Dr. Pepper. I gotta be more disciplined. I can't be drinking all this Dr. Pepper every single day. So this is also time to give my body a break, and also to, prove to myself that I don't need to be as dependent as I thought I needed to be. So, yeah, there's that. Also, update on Denver. I know a lot of you guys were super excited for my Denver trip. Okay, so it's not canceled, but it is postponed. So tomorrow, I was supposed to leave tomorrow. Tomorrow's was the day I was supposed to hop on the plane, and I was gonna be in Denver by like 4:30. I was gonna go to these shows. I was gonna spend like the weekend there. That was what I had planned, right? Planned. Things don't always go according to plan. I have realized, as much as you try to make shit work for you, sometimes the universe is just like, you know what? Nah. You know what? Everything you ever hoped and dreamed for, we're just gonna well, like I said, it's not taken away, it's just postponed. So I gotta wait for it, which it'll be worth the wait. And like I said, at the end of the day, it kind of worked. It kind of worked out in my favor, regardless. So I get to spend more time with you guys. We're gonna hop on live. Like I said, there's still gonna be a Denver blog. It's still gonna exist, just in the future. So Denver trip postponed. Sorry about you. It literally broke my heart too. Um, it was literally unexpected. It was not my decision. If it was my choice, if I had control over that shit, you best believe I'd be in Denver tomorrow. So there's that. Let's see. I had one more update for you guys. Oh, well, yeah, that's pretty much it. But we can recap. Because I didn't even talk about what I did. Let's see. The last time I talked to you guys, I think I said I was going to the Sawyer Hill show, which that was last Friday. Yeah, that's what it was. Because on Thursday, I was on live with you guys, and that was the last time you saw me smoke. Wild. That happened on Thursday. Friday. Yeah, Sawyer Hill show. You best believe I was front row. Oh my goodness, I didn't think I was gonna be able to make it. I was very pressed for time. So the show started at 7 o'clock. I got off work at 6:30, dog. I had no time to get ready. I was already in my concert uniform or my concert outfit. I slapped my makeup on as fast as I could and I drove downtown. Couldn't find a fucking parking spot. Literally every single parking spot was taken ever. So I parked all the way down the hill at the library in the parking garage because it's free. Well, parking is free if you don't give a fuck. So I parked in the parking garage, and like I said, the show said it started at 7. I got off work at 6:30, so I was fucking booking it all the way up the hill. I was out of breath, and by the time I reached the gate, I squeezed through the crowd, and I literally threw my body over the gate, and I was like, okay, we're ready for the show. So that was my 4th Sawyer Hill show for this year. They're coming out with new music. I'm really fucking excited for their new music to come out. Like I said, I got to watch the show front row, of course. And I got to hang out with the band after, or not hang out with the band, but I got to talk to the band members after the show, so that was sick. That happened Friday. And then Saturday, sheesh. Saturday was part of the reason why I had this existential crisis and why I just randomly just decided to switch up my priorities. So I went over to my homie's house, just say what's up. I just was like, yeah, I'm in town. Okay. As soon as I walk in the kitchen, shot. Alrighty, I guess that's what we're doing here. So I took the shot and I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm not driving home. Not until, this whatever. And then it just continued. And then next thing I know, we were playing beer pong. I'd never played in my life. I sucked a lot. I lost. And then we just kept going, and then literally the last thing I remember was sitting outside. I was sitting outside on the bonfire, or by the bonfire, thinking, damn, I wish I was home hitting the bong right now. That was all I could think of. I wasn't even having fun at that point. I was just like, I just want to be home with my bong, right? That's all I had in my mind. And I was sitting by the bonfire, and then I was like, oh, I'm going to look out at the stars, So take my mind off of it, missing it, craving for it, fiending for it. That's where I was at. So I was looking up at the stars thinking, damn, wish I was home hitting the bong right now. Instead, I'm like damn near blackout drunk right now. I don't even know how many shots. I don't know how many drinks. I don't know. Yeah. Couldn't tell you. What I can tell you is when I sat up after looking up at the stars, I was like, damn, I really need a burp. I did not just burp. No. I threw up. All in the bushes, all in the grass, all over myself. dear God, what a mess. What a mess. So I was like, okay, yeah, definitely need to just not be here right now. And we're heading inside. I gotta wash my mouth out. I'm so disgusted by myself right now. Like, literally, I fell out of the chair, almost landed in my throw up, literally fell on the ground, woke up with like bruises all over my body from falling all over the place. Um, I went inside, didn't even make it to the bathroom. I was literally in the hallway, like I had my water bottle and I was just laying in the hallway with my water bottle like this. And I woke up in the hallway and my homie was like, "Yeah, time for bed." And I was like, "Oh, dear God, I can't believe I let myself get to this point." So I went to bed and I got sick one more time and I threw up all over my clothes, and that's when I was just like, the fuck am I doing with my life? That's where the existential crisis came in. And whatever, next morning I felt like a piece of shit. To be blunt. That's the only way I felt. Like I said, I was having this like, what am I doing with my life? What is my purpose? What? So, I really just try to take a new perspective after I sobered up. I was like, what's important to me? What are my priorities? What am I striving for? What am I working towards? I mean, obviously I want to grow my channel and I love hanging out with you guys and I love sharing, my personal stories and, what's going on, cuz I don't know, some of you guys are actually invested. um what I realize is that I've really neglected my health, and like I said, I just put things, I prioritized things that were not as important as other things, and I neglected other parts of my life, and I was like, yeah, maybe I need to reconsider and rethink some shit. And then, yeah. So where does this WWE training come in at? Right then. Fun fact. I mean, I've talked about it before, but my family my grandpa used to own a professional wrestling business. Homegirl, your girl, Shay, just grew up in the wrestling ring. Straight up, I was climbing all over the ropes, running, like bouncing off the ropes. And I can put together a wrestling ring and take it apart just by memory. I've seen it done so many times. There's literally a wrestling ring out in my hometown, like in the yard currently. Like the last time I went, it was already set up. All it needed was like a tarp and the ropes. That's the only thing that was missing. Like the whole frame is already set up, ready to go. So if I wanted to like train personally at home, I have that option. I literally have access to my own personal wrestling ring, dog. What made me think, oh, I should be a WWE superstar? Well, you know how much I love dancing. Well, I hope you do anyway. I love dancing. It's always been a passion of mine. And I asked my grandpas when I was 17, because them's were the rules. You had to be 17 to become a wrestler. That was, before you could train, that was one of the requirements, be 17. My 17th birthday, I asked, hey, you gonna train me to be a wrestler or not? I got told no. The reason I got told no is because I'm a dancer. And, part of the dancing is, you gotta be intact. I couldn't be in the wrestling ring, getting thrown around and, body slammed and all this other shit, get all bruised and banged up, and then turn around and be like this graceful little dancer. You know what I'm saying? So now that I'm no longer in like dance competitions and I'm not really like doing like performances on stages anymore, I really miss dressing up, performing, dancing. But you know what I miss too? Being in the wrestling ring. Like I said, today I was going through Walmart in the toy aisle, like your average 22-year-old, and I was looking at all the WWE figurines, and damn, I'll be damned if I don't one day have my own WWE figurine. Like, Homegirl's trying to be the next Rhea Ripley over here. And, I was thinking, like, am I too tiny? Because I am 4'11 and I weigh 105 pounds. But that's just added to the challenge. You know what? That's just more motivation to prove everybody wrong and be like, listen, I can do this shit. I can be a wrestler. Even if it's fake wrestling, it still hurts. You still gotta be strong. You still gotta have endurance. You gotta have, like I said, strength. You gotta have discipline. All of these things that I loved about dance, I feel like can also translate into wrestling. And I don't know, it just looks so fun. And I'm really upset that I got told no. So part of the reason I want to become a wrestler is, spite. Not really, but like I said, at the end of the day, I need to be more conscious about my health, and I really want to get into like weight training because right now all I do is cardio. I literally just ran like 4 miles yesterday. That's all I did. I well, I lift boxes all day at work, and I try to see how much I can carry at once because each box is 8 pounds. So, I mean, I'm carrying 8-pound weights every single day, like all throughout my day. And this is where we're at muscle wise. Goofy. But my legs are really strong. I have a lot of leg strength from, dancing all these years. But I really need to hone in on those things and, like I said, get into weight training, which I really want to join a gym, and I have someone who said they were going to go to the gym with me. The only reason I haven't gone so far is because I have never gone in my life. I have never gone to the gym and be like, all right, I'm gonna lift these weights and I'm gonna do this routine. The only time I've ever like done those like workouts is at school with an instructor, and I had somebody there, to spot me, because I'm a tiny gal. What if I go in over my head and be like, yeah, I can definitely lift this shit, and then I can't? You know what I mean? And I don't want to just follow these YouTube tutorial or like TikTok tutorials and everything, because everybody is different. So I really want a personal trainer to be there and be like, okay, here's what you need to work on. Here's what we're going to do. I just want somebody else there to, guide me and, give me direction on what I'm doing, because I got no clue. I've just been doing all these cardio workouts my whole life. I mean, I used to do like sit-ups and like Russian twist and, what are those called? Burpees. And, I guess they're called conditioning exercises. That's all I was used to. I never weight trained before in my life. And I'm really looking forward to having that support system and that guidance. So that's exciting. Am I gonna do like gym content? Probably not. I kind of want to keep that like a private part of my life. I mean, I might let y'all in every now and then, but maybe not on YouTube. Maybe that's just one of those things I just like keep to Instagram or just like keep to my personal life. But I do want to keep you guys updated on it. And like I said, this is week 1. This is like me deciding this shit and setting a goal, deciding to work towards it, and all of the little steps in between. You know what I'm saying? So, step 1, quit drinking so much fucking Dr. Pepper. I'm not saying I'm never gonna drink it ever again. You know, if I go out to eat, I'll probably. You know what I mean? Fuck. As of right now, we're trying all these alternative ones. I have 2 others. I also got Olipop, Dr. Goodwin. Dr. Goodwin, dear God. What was the other one? I think it's just called like Dr. Pop by Poppy. I think that's the other one that I got. They all say, well, except for this one. This is literally the only one that didn't say it had like probiotics or like was good for like gut health or whatever. This didn't even say it was like a healthy Dr. Pepper per se, but like I said, it has no sugar, no preservatives, made with real juice, says it's blood sugar friendly, and it's caffeine free, only 20 calories. So I feel like it's at least a step in the right direction. I've also been drinking a shit ton of more water. So anytime I feel thirsty or I've been getting the craving for Dr. Pepper in general, I've been just trying to force my brain to be like, yo, you need to be drinking water. But, you know, sometimes when I eat, I just can't eat without some sort of carbonation, or I like that spice. That's the word I'm looking for. I don't know, that like warmth, that like savoriness of Dr. Pepper. That's what I'm looking for, you know? That pairs really nicely with whatever you're eating, especially like spaghetti. Spaghetti. What I ate tonight? Pork carnitas? Yo, that shit was delicious with this Dr. Perfine. I don't know. So, that's another thing. I've also been trying to be more conscious about like what I'm eating too. This morning, chicken and rice. I had some pasta with sauce. It was like not quite spaghetti, but like I said, just trying to be more intentional with what I'm eating and not just being like, all right, we're getting McDonald's today for the 4th time this week. I know. Everybody's like, who the fuck is this girl? This is not at all the Shay that I remember last week. Nope. I know. But like I said, I feel like they're all positive steps in the right direction. I just felt like my life was falling apart and I really needed to do something about it. So here we are. Thank you to everybody who supported me so far. I lost like 5 subscribers the last I looked. Oh well. I know that my content is not for everybody, and you know, a lot of people come here to just watch me smoke. Sorry about you. But like I said, there's so much more to me than just weed. So, oh, and I looked it up too. WWE wrestlers, they only get fined. And if I'm not mistaken, ain't this some shit? Listen. If I'm not mistaken, Randy Orton paid his fines in advance. Yo, ain't that some shit? That is definitely something I would do too. So like I said, we're not stopping, we're not quitting, we're just taking a step back, letting things fall back into place as they should be, because damn, it literally felt like I was losing my grip on reality there for a minute. Sheesh. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm really hyped about Idyllica Store too. That's also gonna give me a lot more free time to work on my store, on my merch, and everything. I'm really excited. Um, I've been reading a lot more. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to think of like how my life has improved, because it has been. And the reason I was laughing was because I was talking about this the other day. I always would forget shit, and everybody would be like, yo, it's because you're smoking too much. And I'm like, dog, at the end of the day, if I was sober, I would still forget it. And here we are, sober, still forgetting shit all the time. So I was really right about that. Um, it, I don't know if that makes me feel better about myself. But at least I know, the cloudiness in my brain and all the issues I was having, like, mentally. As much as I thought weed was an issue, it actually wasn't. There's actually deeper causes that I probably need to address. But like I said, now with a clear conscience and like a clear mindset, I can really dive deep into those things from a new perspective. And it's really crazy. I was just like, this is the most sober I've been in years. Quite literally, it's probably been about 6 years since I've been sober for this long. That's really crazy to say out loud. Cool. But yeah, I'm gonna put more effort into my overall presence too. I've been working on my eyeliner. Been trying to perfect that. I've been losing a little weight, so trying to get new outfits. Someone said they liked my shirt. Thank you. I appreciate it. I got this at the Post Malone concert. This is actually a picture of Post Malone. And there's all the tour dates. I think Tulsa or Oklahoma City is where I got this. Somewhere. I'm not pulling it out and finding it, but I got it in Oklahoma City. It's on there somewhere. But at the end of the day, Post Malone has no songs. He's got no music that needs to be presented like this. That's wild. I can't think of a single song. But yeah, I've been trying to update like my style. I've been trying to, I want to say define myself a little bit more, but discover myself a little bit more, put it that way. Because like I said, a lot of people just define me as that girl just smoked a lot. Which I did. I can't say that wasn't my whole personality. Like I said, it was just a priority over other things that were also important in my life. Cool. Alrighty. Well, it's been like 45 minutes. I don't have any I don't have any weed. I don't have my bong to say goodbye. But tomorrow we're gonna clean it. I'm gonna bust it out. Well, I guess I'm gonna talk little bit about like how my tolerance break has gone so far. Surprisingly, the only like withdrawal symptoms I'm having is like my head hurts, but it's not that bad. I haven't even taken medicine for it. Like I said, as long as it's out of sight, out of mind, I'm not even thinking about it. Surprisingly, I mean, I've definitely had those thoughts of like, damn, really want to go home and hit the bong right now. But once I got home, I just preoccupied myself. Been getting back into my hobbies. I want to start crocheting again. What is that? Oh, and why I wasn't on live yesterday or Monday. I guess I can explain that to you guys too. Homegirl, your girl, I literally had the best latte ever on Sunday. I went to the library, got a book. Part of the reason I started, thinking of all this shit too. Once I sobered up after a rough night of drinking, I went to the library, had the best latte ever, and I spilled that shit all in my charger port. So I pretty much just had to wait until all the coffee dried out of my charger port before I could charge my phone so I didn't fry it. And then, yeah, it took a couple days. And my internet went out. Like I said, it just felt like my life was crumbling apart. My Denver trip got postponed. I just want to, like I said, gain back control and be like, hey, this is what I'm doing with my life. This is a goal I'm working towards. This is something I'm going to put effort into. Okay, this is the book I started reading. The Power of Meaning. Finding fulfillment in a world obsessed with happiness. Because I didn't feel happy. I was looking for happiness in all of the fleeting things in life. Like my 2 cans of Dr. Pepper a day. Even just the mere thought of going home and hitting the bong, that like would power me through my day. And the moment it was gone, like I said, it was very fleeting. I don't know, I was looking for happiness in all of the tiny temporary things, and I was missing out on the bigger things, like the things that had more of an impact in my life. And I want to say I was like neglecting my animals, but I just wasn't spending as much time outside with Gmo, and didn't spend as much time petting my cats in general. I don't know. I just felt like a terrible pet mom. And I felt terrible for neglecting myself and my health. So, here we are. But yeah, tomorrow, we're going to clean the bong. We're going to make sure it's all good. Because, shout out to all of you who stayed. I didn't want to announce it too early in the chat. Too early in the live. My push trees piece is fixed. Finally. Oh my gosh. I said it was going to take 3 to 6 months. It took a lot less than that. When is it going to be here? I don't know. It's getting shipped halfway across the United States, all the way across the other side of the country. So, I'm low-key considering just taking my tolerance break until I get my bong back. So that way, it'll be extra special. I probably won't even be able to handle a whole bowl out of it the first time. I don't know. We'll see. It is such a smooth piece. I don't know. But it's fixed. That's the good news. That's what's up. It's done. I just gotta wait for it to get back in the mail. And then I'm gonna make a vlog out of that. Probably hit the bong for the first time in a long time when I get it back. So it's either when I get my shit together or when I get my bong back. Whatever happens first. Regardless, I'm looking forward to it. But as of right now, my sobriety, I'm savoring it. And I'm not doing the whole sober thing alone too. Surprisingly, I actually have a homie who has been has been sober for a lot longer than I have. They said it's probably been about 3 weeks for them, and I'm on 3 days. So, um, like I said, I have support in this. I'm not doing it alone. Um, this is literally, yeah, the longest I've gone without smoking in 6 years. Wild. Um, yeah. Other than just like general headaches. Well, I did smell some weed on some people when I went to Walmart today. And I was just like, dang it, I forgot how amazing it smells. And a lot of people hate the smell. I didn't even realize that. Like a lot of people were like, "Oh, can you not smoke around me because it smells gross?" But to me, the danker the better. Like the more disgusting it smells, the better. I need to stop talking about it. But I also saw an empty cart pack, like the package that it comes in. I saw one laying outside the apartment, and I was like, can't even hit the Benjamin. So I'm just not gonna buy more. Like I said, until either I get my shit together, or until I get my piece back. One or the other. Looking forward to it either way, but as of right now, we got my, what is this called? Dr. Perfy. And go vibes. I don't know, dog. Cool. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna dip out. It was fun chatting with you. I hope, like I said, I hope I'm just as cool as sober as I am when I'm smoking. Um, Shout out to all of y'all for staying and not unsubscribing. Which, like I said, I don't care if you do or not. My content's not for everyone. But we're gonna clean the bong tomorrow. We're gonna get it ready for when the Push Trees piece comes back. Oh, I can't fucking wait. Okay. um, I'm still gonna stream Pop Tropica and everything like that probably soon, or maybe like Minecraft type shit. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm probably not gonna be on live as often because I realized taking Monday and Tuesday off was brilliant, and I got a lot of shit done. And I might do like lives every other day. I'm thinking of going on live on Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Taking Tuesday off. Or I might do like Monday and Thursday. So like weekend recap, middle of the week recap. Because I definitely want to go live more than once a week. But I'm also going to be making a lot more vlogs. We're going to do a lot more long form, well, I say long form content, but like stuff like my hiking vlog. So, cool. I already said I was going to head out, but I keep yapping. Naturally. Alrighty, dogs. Thanks for hanging out and being chill. Saying what's up. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Y'all take it easy. If you're out there smoking, rip a big one for me. I'll be back at it soon enough. So, alrighty, dogs. Y'all have a good night. Take it easy. Don't forget to press like and subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night.